Monday, it's Monday. Oh my goodness, it's Monday already. Yes, no, I'm not a dude. I just have a haircut. So, yeah. Which I rather enjoy. It's pretty fun. Anyway, so it's Monday! Yay! Chapter 4, here we go. Last week was chapter 3, so chapter 4 is obviously today. Just so we're all aware, this is totally not kid-friendly. It's, yeah, not, it's not kid-friendly. Mature audiences. Yeah, I mean, there's no sex scenes or curse words or anything like that, obviously. But, there is a lot of blood. There's a scene of murder by a serial killer and a demon. There's lots of scenes of action. There's a mention of self-harm. I think we already did that one, but still. We already did the one with a scene of the aftermath of slasher horror movie violence. Yo, we all remember that one, I bet. And there is a scene of abuse, which we passed, and later on there will be a scene of torture. So I urge you to continue at your own risk. Hold up, I actually totally forgot something. Uh-oh. You're actually gonna see me get my cup now. We all know this cup, this wonderful little cup. I forgot it, and I'm gonna have some soda. Usually I'm prepped. Today hasn't exactly been a good day. Simply because I'm not in a very sociable mood. I do apologize for that. Soda. Anyway, as I was getting before I realized I did not have my cup or my soda, we are on chapter 4 this week of Un momento per favore. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a blonde today. Anyway, we're on chapter 4 of Reaper Adventures. The Search. Chapter 4. Here we go. Chapter 4 doesn't really have much violence or bloody gory scenes, but there is the scene of police officers investigating the bodies that were previously mentioned. Okay. Here we go. Chapter 4. Let me turn that down. No, screw that. Chapter 4. Serena was horribly busy with the tips that had flooded the lines about the occurrence that had happened last night, which we all know which one that is. Nobody knew anything in reality, but her and her partner, John Alibi, were forced to take down every tip and follow every lead. Serena and John finally managed to go to Jeromson Hospital, the one who had received all of the patients. Most of them had succumbed to their wounds. One, and only one, had survived. Serena and John both informed the receptionist why they were there and that they wanted to speak with the sole survivor. The receptionist, of course, could neither confirm or deny that the individual was still in their care. Yay, all that privacy stuff. Serena didn't press the matter, but thanked the receptionist instead, and then both her and John reluctantly left Jeromson Hospital. Their only other option to gather useful information was Jeromson Morgue, which wasn't too far away, but more than likely would be crowded with the victims' loved ones trying to identify the bodies. Only other option, John told Serena. I know, Serena sighed. They studied the hospital and then went to the cruiser. Serena got in the driver's seat and John got in the passenger seat. Serena started the car after they both buckled their seatbelts and she headed to the morgue. Yay, the morgue! Oh my god, that sounded actually pretty cheerful. They reached Jeromson Morgue and Serena parked the car before turning it off. Serena's assumption had been correct. Excuse me, I'm grabbing my soda. Because it's time for soda. A little bit of soda. I think this one's a short one too, just to be forewarned. Anyway, Serena's assumption had been correct. Cars crowded the parking lot, and the people who had identified the bodies of their loved ones were openly horrified, silent tears flowing from their eyes. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, but I mean, it's obviously a reasonable reaction, and yeah. Serena and John exchanged a concerned glance as they got out of the cruiser. They headed inside the morgue, surprised that no one had stopped them to demand they do something to avenge the deaths of their loved ones. They saw the new morgue technician telling people to sign in and then silently leading them to the multitude of bodies that unfortunately had to be on display. Yeah, that's gotta suck. Oh my god. Serena and John waited until the bodies had been identified. All of the victims' loved ones had regretfully declined to be questioned, the look of horror seemingly fixed on their faces. The new morgue technician sighed and then noticed Serena and John. "Do you have anyone who was killed last night?" Cerberus asked them. "No, we're trying to find out who killed everyone last night or if it was some type of freak accident," Serena replied. Cerberus looked at them and then handed them the new sign-in sheet. Both Serena and John signed in and handed the sign-in sheet to Cerberus. "Right this way, detectives," Cerberus said as he led them to the back of the morgue with the paperwork. Serena and John watched as the morgue technician expertly filed away every piece of information, including swiftly finding the names of the bodies of last night. Which is technically all of them, but he only reveals about 3, maybe 4. No need to overwhelm even the detectives. Bodies of last night. He mumbled each compartment, row, and number off before filing the information away again. Serena and John followed Cerberus to the place where the bodies were held. "If you can find out what happened by the bodies, by all means," Cerberus said as he opened compartment A12, A9, A6, and A3. He pulled the sheets down from the bodies, revealing horrific wounds and what appeared to be claw wounds. Entire limbs had been removed as well. Okay, yeah, no, that's kind of disturbing. I should have mentioned that, but I think I did, so we're good. John nearly vomited at the sight, steeled his nerves, and began to inspect the bodies like Serena was. Serena realized that the limbs hadn't been removed. They had been ripped off. The claw marks, which Serena realized was 3 claw marks scattered across the bodies, were fatal in themselves, tearing through skin, muscle, bones, and organs alike. God, that sounds awful. It really does sound awful. Oh, ouch. Serena... Correction on that, I was about to say Serena, but it starts off with Cerberus handed Serena and John each a pair of gloves after Serena asked for them. We're going to add that. Serena and John put them on, and Serena began to gently press down on the bodies. Serena's hands sunk down slightly further in some places than in other spots. "Why is there less resistance in some places?" Serena asked Cerberus. "In the abdominal region?" Cerberus questioned. Serena nodded with confirmation. "The majority of the abdominal organs are beyond repair, and the liver is currently missing in all of them, as well as their hearts," Cerberus informed them. "There's the bathroom in the main area, Detective Alibi," Cerberus said. John darted to the main area, making it to the bathroom just in time. His lunch was floating in the toilet, as well as straight bile and acid by the time he was finished vomiting. Yeah, even detectives don't exactly have a strong stomach all the time, and with that information, I can't say I blame him for that, because that's yeah, bleh. Sorry about that. John flushed his lunch down the toilet and cleaned his mouth and beard. 'Cause beards. Yeah. Serena was waiting for him when he emerged from the bathroom. "Are you okay?" Serena asked, genuinely concerned. John nodded as an answer. "I guess I didn't have enough of a steel stomach for that information," John mumbled. Serena mouthed the word, "oh," and fell silent. "Did you get any information from him?" John questioned. "No, he's just as clueless as everybody else," Serena replied. "I told him that when you're feeling okay, we'll be leaving," Serena told John. "Thanks," John said. Serena nodded to let John know that she had heard him. Serena Wow, sorry. Wow, that's the second time I called him Serena, but no, it's Cerberus. I apologize. It is not exactly a good game day for me today, as I mentioned before. Cerberus came around the corner and nodded when Serena, there we go, told him that they were leaving. He requested that they sign out before leaving. Serena signed them both out, and Cerberus once again went back to attempting to figure out what the true cause of death was. The red eye pendant around Cerberus's neck began to glow green. Cerberus held up the eye pendant, and a miniature version of the gatekeeper of the spirit realm appeared. His oval face was covered in shadows, but his red gold hair shone in the ghostly glow of the river Styx. His jungle green eyes gleamed with the same ghostly glow, and the gray feathered wings twitched slightly. I got the images, the gatekeeper of the spirit realm explained. I've heard of demons leaving scratches, but not like these ones, Cerberus told the gatekeeper of the spirit realm. I've never heard of a demon taking organs, though, Cerberus said, running his black nails through his shaggy white bangs to reveal a glimpse of his red eyes. Red. Yes, his eyes are red. It's pretty cool. I don't believe demons normally take organs, unless those organs have the ability to drive them away and weaken them so they can be destroyed, the gatekeeper of the spirit realm stated. But if the creature or person isn't magical in nature, then something like that would be pointless destruction. Okay, false alarm. Pointless destruction. If they were magical, then it would make sense. The demon would be horribly weakened, though, if these individuals were all magical. However, the organs that would be able to drive them away and weaken them wouldn't be an issue for them anymore, the gatekeeper of the spirit realm said. Cerberus was silent as he remembered that there had only been one survivor. Yeah. Considering the words of the gatekeeper of the spirit realm, there was only one reason that the individual had survived their obviously fatal wounds. She was a demon, and she was responsible for the slaughter of last night. You're welcome, the gatekeeper of the spirit realm said, and then ended the call. Cerberus lowered the now red eye pendant and began to think of how to casually sneak up on the female demon. And once again, this is a short chapter. A very short chapter. I think actually slightly shorter than the last one. Sorry, but yeah. Continuing. He knew that would be impossible, though, and decided that Bao Yo, Bart, and Ao would have to be ready to face what he hoped he had properly trained them for. Because, he may be a very ancient Reaper and all, but they're still relatively new compared to him, and I'm sorry all about that. And the slip-ups, I did say I wasn't on my game day today, so I do apologize. No 2-chapter special. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Sorry about that. You're all gonna be left hanging. And, wondering what happens if they beat the demon, or if they lose, or whatever. The suspense is going to kill you. Not literally, but still. We're just gonna say that, because... Anyway, that was chapter 4. Once again, a relatively short one. And I'm sorry about all the leaning, the bending, the forward, and everything else, and blah. Anyway, as I actually forgot to mention last week because I was, forgetful. I have some accounts. I have a Wattpad account called @Tempesta771, a TikTok account which is @AirdronCraven2, under the name Tempesta Braveheart. No, I seriously don't feel like saying why, so please don't ask. An Instagram account, which is Tempesta Braveheart, all lowercase, no spaces, under the name Airdron Craven, which is my Facebook account, which, if I don't know you, I won't accept your friend request. Not you, just me. A Snapchat account, which is Airdron Craven, all lowercase, no spaces, and we are all watching my YouTube. And probably wondering why I'm so horribly off my game, but it's just one of those days. Anyway, as I said, that's it for the day. That's Monday. Chapter 4 has been read. Chapter 5 is next week. And I will be, hopefully, in a better state of mind. So until then, peace out, Girl Scouts, and enjoy the mental hilarity.